Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's discussion on understanding scale. What is a scale drawing? So, a scale drawing is used when an object is too large or too small to represent its actual size. The dimensions are either reduced or enlarged. If it is reduced, it is going to have a scale factor of less than 1. If it is enlarged, it's going to have a scale factor that is greater, that is a greater than the number 1. In this picture on the right, we have a scale drawing of a scale to weigh yourself on and an elephant. Of course, the weight scale is way bigger than the elephant, which is not realistic. It is not a real life scenario. So you would say that this picture is not to scale. Why is scale so important? Because it helps show size relationships. It also helps compare real life items to create smaller items. The two pictures that are on the right side are examples of toy cars and real life cars, actual size cars. They make these toy cars based upon the dimensions of the real life cars in dealerships. In the bottom left corner, we have a bunch of Coca Cola cans and bottles. When you go shopping, you notice that some of them are bigger than others when it comes to cost. And this is how they make Coca Cola bottles. So they use the scale from the smaller ones to make the bigger ones. Here's a video that I would like to show you on scale factor.
We speak student.
Scale factor, a la shmup. Hey there, and welcome to Scale Factor, when we make contestants face their deepest, darkest fears of geometric shapes. Get that rhombus away from me. Okay, let's jump right in. Contestant number 1, you've got this triangle with side lengths 10, 25, and 35, and your scale factor is 0.4. Go! Oh, too bad. So sad. Got to buzz in there a bit faster, contestant. As I'm sure you all well know, a scale factor tells us the proportion by which we're either reducing or enlarging a shape. With a scale factor between 0 and 1, as in this case, we'll be reducing the shape size. A scale factor of 0.4 means the new shape will be 40% of the original size, meaning your scale triangle should have had sides of 4, 8, and 14. Next time, don't be afraid to hit your buzzer thingy a little earlier. Okay, contestant number 2. We're giving you a triangle with side lengths of 6, 8, and 11, and a scale factor of 5. What's your new shape look like? Oh, that's a shame. Dilly-dallying cost you there. When we have a scale factor of over 1, you simply multiply the dimensions of your shape by that number. So here you should have gotten a triangle with sides 30, 40, and 55. See, we got that there? That's a big one. All right, let's find out if contestant number 3 can take advantage of his opponent's sluggishness. Contestant number 3? Well, it appears that contestant number 3 has left the building. Some people just cannot face their fears head on, which means we have no winner yet again tonight. 48 days running. What do you know? We'll see if we can keep that record going tomorrow night on Scale Factor.
Okay, so that video clearly showed scale factor, what's its representation, and of course it was very hard to buzz in, but it showed if it was less than 1, it reduced. If it was greater than 1, then it increased or enlarged. Here's another video that I'm going to show you on scale factor.
What Maury said I was willing to do for you. Let's get back to the reason that we're really here. Without much further ado, I give you the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
What is this?
A center for ants. What?
How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a...
I don't want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
He's absolutely right.
Thank you. I have a vision.
So in this video, obviously 3 times bigger than that building would definitely not work. But I think that's kind of a funny representation of what the building would look like if kids would be in that Zoolander building there. So definitely not a good representation of a scale model. Scale factor. A scale factor is the ratio of any two corresponding lengths in two similar geometric figures. Going from a smaller rectangle to a bigger rectangle, we know the scale factor is at 3, so we know it's going to increase. So what we need to do is multiply each side by 3 to get our actual dimension. Here's a few examples that I'm going to show you. For example 1, the rectangular flag is 4 units long and 3 units wide. If the new dimensions are 24 units long by 18 units wide, what is the scale factor? So we need to figure out it's going from a smaller rectangular flag to a bigger rectangular flag. So we need to figure out, is the dimension or the scale factor going to be greater than 1, or is it going to be less than 1? Example number 2, suppose rectangle A has the length of 12 feet and the width of 4 feet. Rectangle B has the length of 6 feet and the width of 2 feet. What is the scale factor from A to B? So we noticed in this representation, in this diagram, it's going from a bigger rectangle to a smaller rectangle. And then the last example, off of the video that you just saw for the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good, it has a length of 2 feet and a width of 4 feet. If Derek Zoolander made a scale drawing of the model using a scale factor of 3, what would be the new dimensions of the model? So these are just some examples that you can solve on your own. I hope you had a good understanding of scale model, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.